Hola, good morning, welcome. How are you? I hope you're well. All right, what we got going? All right, then let's have a look. Right, so let's have a quick look on Friday. What happened on Friday? Friday, we came into our short box up here. Came in a couple of times, so we're short from here, and we had this scalp long box down here as well. So there was some nice scalps there, and there was a scalp here too. I took the Sunday one, just in case we got the this 1-2-1-2 idea, and then the 4-5-4-5. As I said previously last week, I didn't like that idea, but I was willing to accept that I could be wrong, obviously. But because this structure down here didn't give me the foundations for it. Right, so these guys have played out. We don't need them anymore. Let's get rid of these, and then let's have a look freshly on what we're looking at for this week. So first things first, as we come to the chart, Asia has expanded, so let's expect London to do screw all this morning, and we'll just probably do this. I don't know, might come up, might come down, might take out the Asia low. We'll see. But there's not a lot there, so I wouldn't get excited about trying to trade London today. Also, just from a news point of view, we don't have any news today. Um, yeah, there's nothing today. We do have news tomorrow, so tomorrow might be better. But all in all, this week is fairly light from a news point of view. So there's a wee scalp here. If anybody gets in here, I might take it. I might not. I'll see what happens in about half an hour. 9 o'clock when kind of London's absorbed the weekend's shenanigans with with Iran, etc. On that note, we can see that oil has started to come up again. I expect oil to probably move all the way back up. The Iran story is not finished. We have a possible retracement on USDT back into this support here. And obviously we've got all these lows here. So keep an eye on it. It's really good indicator. Obviously, it works, correlates opposite to BTC. So where you can see there's been this sharp rise, the likelihood is that there will be some kind of return to the mean. This otherwise we are just stuck in this range and we are building towards this. This is nothing here has changed. This just keeps being expanded. So there is no time. There's no real massive problem with time at the moment. We're not near the sixes or the fives. We're just at threes. So this absolutely can still expand up to here. It's not ideal, I'll give you that. It doesn't look great. It's not a great look, is it? But I do still think that we come up here, and the reason being is I just think it's the summer, and so therefore I just think they keep expanding the range. Yeah. They just, I mean, like they did here. How long did we stay here? February until March. Here we arrived at June, and we're now in mid-July. So, expect this to probably hang on till August. And then, of course, if you do that, or if we get up to there, you then got this kind of head and shoulders pattern developing at the butt lows here, which obviously would then look to take that lower, which would be something like I'm doing this very roughly, lads. Takes us to about 48. Okay, so they need to build this out a bit more, I think, before they come down here. I know everyone's excited about coming down, but I just don't think that happens yet. It doesn't make sense to do that. Why would you do that when you've got so many people short? You've got so many people short from in here, right? Everyone's short in here. Everyone's negative. So why would you drop it? It doesn't make any sense at all. come up above 70,000, and then this structure is not what we think it is. There's also something that I've been thinking about, is that maybe we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we get this, and it just doesn't come up instead. So there's a lot. Unfortunately, it's Elliott wave, right? So there is 1,000 different answers to the same question. But we just go level to level, and we use Elliott wave just to give us a bit of a clue about what we can see further afield. So just for today, we are currently at support here. Does London come and take this low out? Maybe. Oh, it's not Asia low. Actually, they've done Asia low already. That was Asia low. So Asia low's been taken out. Take this low out maybe again. I don't know. Come into here, and then we come up. I think it's going to be a choppy day, guys. Just going to chop both sides. Wait for New York to give us a decision. Maybe we get this. This is the kind of nonsense we get. If we did, that'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? Actually, to come into here and then we come up to here, that'd be a decent couple of grand, and then we come down to our lower target of 60,000 before moving back up to that 66, and it retains its range. Okay, range. This is all we're getting. We're just going to get range. So you need to work out how to trade in this range. Right, let's just have a quick look at do some volume pulls on this structure here and see where we are. So you can really see now, so this is the volume pull from this structure. So all we did is we came into the value area, we moved up to value area high, double topped it, and we're likely to move back down to value area low. And then once they've done that, so what do we scoop up here, come down? That's this week. That can take all week. I know it's BTC, and you go, no, it takes 2 days. No, it takes one session. No, not at the moment, mate. Have a check out that. Check out this nonsense. I don't see us moving quickly. I could be wrong. I'd love to be wrong. I'd love us to move quickly, but I don't think we will. And then that would then give us this as an A, and an A, B, and then a C. That'd be lovely. And then once we get up here, we're all ready to dump a Rooney. All right. There's not a lot else to say. Levels are the levels. If I drop into the lower time frames to see if we've got anything interesting happening, this just looks like chop to me. Had I got out of my lazy pit earlier this morning, I was a bit tired, so I didn't. At 6 o'clock, that might have been a decent long. Had some volume, came down. You've got some kind of we've got some structure building here. You got like a 1 and a 2. This could be your 3. Now we're going to build a 4 up to here, and then we come down for 5. And then that ends, and that would then end this structure here down here somewhere. We've already gone through the 1-to-1, so and it just continues to chop. At the end of the day, I just want to make sure I identify chop at the moment, which I think we are. That's all we're doing. All right, that's 9 minutes. You don't need to hear me anymore. You know what's going on. There's my goals today. Hopefully, might get a long from here, short from here, long from here. Scalp long in from here. So yeah, I mean, do we fold over first? Maybe we fold over first, and then we come up here, and then we come down. Okay, there you go. Right, that's my lot. I hope that was useful, and I hope that you have a good day and a great week. Tally buys, lots of love.